Alex! Damn it, kid! Will you answer me already? How much longer are you going to sit there and ignore me? Don't think I don't know what's going on in there. You can't sit in there and pretend to be sleeping. I know that you hear me outside your door. I know that these phone notifications are going through. You check the thing every 10 seconds. So hurry up and get out here. You know you're in trouble. Jeez, Mom, how long are you going to keep hounding me about crap all the time? Don't you know that I'm becoming my own adult? You've got to stop being so clingy. Stop trying to get my attention all the time. I've got things to do. I'm busy. You're busy, are you? Is that what you call playing video games all night and scrolling on that phone of yours? Don't give me this crap about you being busy. Do you even understand what the definition of busy is? I highly doubt it. You're still a kid. Yeah, well, I understand it a lot more than you would, Mom. You're just a dumb old woman. Now, if you're finished with all your nagging, I'm going to get back to what I was doing. It's a lot more important than you think it is. Is it really now? Well, how about you give me some of the details? Tell me what you're doing exactly, and I'll tell you if it's important or not. Mom, you're just too unintelligent to understand why what I'm doing is so important, so there's no point in me trying to explain it to you. Well, you know what? Try me. How about you just explain what you're doing? Let's see if I understand it. You never know. I might be able to see your point of view for once, and then we can actually agree on something. Fine. If that's the way you want it to be, then I'll tell you what I'm doing. But I'm telling you right now, you're a lost cause. There's no way you could understand something like this. Okay then, well, out with it. What is this really complex thing that I couldn't possibly comprehend? It's World of Warcraft, Mom. It's a video game. I knew it! I knew it would be something ridiculous. Of course it would be something like World of Warcraft. I don't need any further explanation. Alex, you're not busy! Get the hell out here! What the hell? I just told you that I'm busy. Get that through your thick skull already. No, I'm telling you that you're not busy. How about I break this one down for you simply? Busy people are people that have a job, that are working to pay off their rent, that have things that they need to do. They could be managing a store. They could be starting up their own business. They could be managing some sort of social media page. There are so many different things that you can classify as busy. But I'm telling you right now, you tell anyone that you're busy playing some video game, they're going to laugh in your face. You sitting there clicking away at enemies on a computer screen isn't what most people would classify as busy. Yeah, well, that's because all of you are just too dumb to understand why this is so important. Like, wow, look at everything you're talking about. Managing a store, starting up a business. Don't you understand the world that's involved in this game? Don't you understand how complex it is and how it has its own economy? It's so much better than the real world. So many different features to it. It's so much fun. You can be anyone you want. So if I choose to be busy myself with a world that's actually enjoyable, don't blame me for not wanting to partake in your dull one. I'm just making the right decision. Yeah, well, seeing as I'm working 24/7 to support you, I don't think that's fair. I'm not going to let my son become a bum. Do you hear me? I'm not letting it happen. Mom, you should be joyous for the fact that you have the opportunity to support me. I mean, think about it. If you contributed in the efforts to protect your country or something, you'd feel really proud of that, right? In the same way, you should be proud for every bag of Doritos that you bring into this room. And you know what? While you're at it, how about you just stop nagging me with your stupid, incessant text messages and go out there and make me a coffee. That will perk me up for the next dungeon that me and my friends are going to raid in a couple of hours. I need to be on my best game. Where do you get this sense of superiority, Alex? I certainly didn't teach it to you. You didn't have a father around to teach it to you either. Did this thing just spring into existence? I'm not going to go off and get everything at your request. Unlike you, I'm a person that's very busy and doesn't have time for that. Well, if you're so busy like you say you are, Mom, what are you doing nagging me? Go be busy with whatever useless, irrelevant thing that you put your time towards. For all I know, you're probably like all the other moms out there sitting in the living room watching dramas all day. In fact, you probably watch a lot more than them, knowing your type of personality. What the hell did you just say to me? How dare you speak to your mother that way? How dare you speak to me like that after everything I've done? You don't have the right to degrade me. Do you even realize how much I'm doing for you? Do you even realize how much I had to sacrifice just to raise you? I'm spending every month of every year, every day of every month, every hour of every day just to support you. Do you even realize how hard that is to do? I'm doing this all on my own, Alex. I don't even get one little bit of appreciation from you. Instead, you just disdain me constantly. What are you trying to do right now, Mom? Give me some little sob story so I should feel sorry for you? You want me to sit here and sympathize with you? Give you a pat on the back and say that you had it so hard? Like I said, it's your role to do what you have to do anyway. It should be a given. You can't sit there and brag about it. I can if I'm doing it alone. You don't know what I've been dealing with. You don't know the pains of being a single parent. You're still a kid. You haven't even had your first relationship. You practically know nothing. And despite that, despite you being ignorant of what is true suffering and what being truly busy means, you like to sit there on your high chair acting almighty. You actually think you're better than everyone else out there in society. And what's your reason for it? Because you like to sit in a virtual world playing with your little friends. Where's the reasoning there, Alex? Like I said, Mom, you're just too dumb to understand where I'm coming from. You asked me to give you an explanation, and I already know it's pointless. I'm wasting my time doing that. Yeah, well, you're using your time more wisely explaining yourself than playing that stupid game of yours. Don't you realize it's not going to amount to anything? You have to take control of your own life, Alex. You can't let yourself fall into a ditch like that. I'll do whatever the hell I want, Mom. It's my life, so it's my decision. If you weren't ready to let me be free and be who I wanted to be, then why did you have me in the first place? Was I meant to be your slave? Was I meant to just do your every bidding? That's what you really wanted, didn't you? You were hoping there was a collar and leash around my neck so that you could control me. You could turn me into the person that you wanted me to be. Well, I'm not having that. I know who I am and I know what I want. I'm not going to let you do that at all. What? Are you delusional or something? You don't actually think you're some little hero for paving your own path, do you? Like, fair enough, if I was trying to get you to do the wrong thing, if I was trying to sabotage your life, then I would think that everything you're saying is admirable. But let's look at the facts. I'm trying to make you do something that's going to change your life for the better. In fact, you owe me as much. What the hell did you just say? What do you mean I owe you? I don't owe you anything, Mom. What the hell have you ever done for me? Are you serious right now, kid? Did you really just say that? Honestly, the amount of insolence in this child. I have no idea what I can do about you. Okay, well, let me list out some things that I've done for you. I've been the only one that's stuck around in your life. Your father didn't give a damn about you. I've worked hard to give you a proper education. I worked hard to actually make your meals when I come home from work. And I'm still working hard to make sure that you can get into university. Let me remind you that that type of thing isn't cheap. That's basically what my life consists of. It consists of me working throughout the day and working after finishing my main job. After that, I come home and have to manage everything. I have to cook your meals and I have to clean up the house. All the while without getting 1 ounce of assistance from you. You talk about how busy you are and that you don't want to be disturbed. You go off and lock yourself away in that room. Not once have you looked at me and felt sorry. Not once have you thought about helping your own mother. You've only ever thought about yourself and looked at yourself as a victim. You've looked at yourself as having it so tough. Well, let me tell you right now, kid. You're not going to be a teenager forever. You're going to get out there in the real world and experience true toughness at some point. And you're going to be in a world of hurt when you do. Your mind is not mentally prepared for when that happens. Whatever, Mom. You don't know what I've been training myself for. You don't know what I'm doing in my room. I could be way more prepared than you even realize. I could be so prepared that it's on a level that you can't even understand. You have no idea how pathetic you sound trying to boast about yourself like this. I wonder if all of this would have been fixed if you just had a father figure in your life. Even a piece of crap like your actual father would have done a decent job. You definitely wouldn't have the mouth that you have on you right now. Oh, shut up, Mom. Stop trying to pity yourself all the time. You're trying to play the victim, aren't you? You're trying to feel like the whole world is against you. Well, the fact of the matter is, if you thought that having my dad in the family was the best thing for me and my future, then he would be here. You would have taken measures to make sure that was a reality. What the hell did you just say? Yeah, you heard me, Mom. I know the truth hurts and everything, but that's how it is. You didn't want to work hard to maintain your relationship with my dad, and now look at what's happened. We're a broken family. I'm raised by my stupid mom. I'm raised by a person that can't even understand what personal space is. It's torture. You've got a lot of nerve trying to blame me for the fact that your father and I separated. You better take that back, Alex. Take what back? I don't see anything wrong in telling the truth, Mom. Do you want me to sit here and live in your deluded world where it wasn't your fault? Get real already. Who the hell do you think you are? Why do you sit there idolizing your father when you don't even know who he is? He was barely around for your childhood. You wouldn't have any memories of him. Just what type of person are you imagining anyway? I don't know. Probably someone really cool, though. He's probably really smart like me. I mean, his actions definitely reflect that. If I found out that I had to stay with someone as stupid as you for the rest of my life, I'd duck out of the picture as soon as I can. The only question is, why did he even have a kid with you in the first place? I bet that's one of his biggest regrets in his whole life. That does it! You open up this door right now! That is no way to talk to your mother! Okay then, Mom. What are you going to do? What are you going to do if I open up that door? Are you going to come punish me? Are you going to come spank me? Please, I'm a teenager now. Don't treat me like I'm a kid still. When you have the mental maturity of one that's 4 years old, then yeah, I'm going to treat you like a child. The things that you've just said to me are absolutely abhorrent. You should be ashamed of yourself. You actually look at your father like he was an intellectual person and he was actually smart. I'm telling you right now, a person that makes the type of decisions that he did is definitely not someone you consider smart. Why would you say something like that? Well, to go after a girl with all looks and no brains is just absolutely ridiculous. You'd be surprised about the mess your father got himself into after that. I've got no respect for that guy. Yeah, well, I do. I know you're only saying that because you're trying to hide the fact that you failed. What do you mean I failed? Well, take a look at the facts. You failed to keep that guy, right? He saw something in you that was repulsive. What the hell did you just say? Yeah, you heard me. I mean, I don't know what it is, but clearly something must have happened, right? Knowing the type of person you are, he probably got really annoyed with your nagging personality. You were probably complaining about things that weren't even important to begin with. Or maybe not even that. Maybe you just weren't as attractive as the other girls out there. I'm sorry. What now? Yeah, Mom. I would say the base canvas doesn't have a lot on it. You've got to try your best to actually make yourself look decent. I'm pretty sure you weren't doing yourself up for Dad, and that's the reason why he left. You can't really blame him. At the end of the day, he's only making a smart decision. You arrogant little brat! You don't know your father at all! Are you living in Fantasyland? Do you like conjuring up these ideas of what a great person he was? I'm telling you right now, you're just making yourself look ridiculous, Alex. Yeah, whatever. As if I'm going to believe someone like you. You're only going to lie about this type of thing. Anyway, you know what I keep telling you, right? I'm busy. I'm up to my neck with things that I've got to do, and you're just being a nuisance nagging me all day. What the hell do you want? Don't you have anything better to do with your life? You keep telling me how much you have to work to support my future and pay for the rent. If that's the case, why don't you go off and just do that then? Because I am doing something that's going to support your future. Right now, I'm trying to get you into gear. You know, it's been almost a week of you sitting in that room and barely coming out. You always mysteriously leave the room at times where I don't notice and go off to get food from the fridge. You've gotten really crafty with this type of thing. But this type of behavior can't keep up. I need you to actually get out there. Get out there? Get out there and do what? What do you think, you imbecile? Go to school, of course. School? Why the hell would I go to a corrupt institution like that? Good question, Alex. I don't know. Let me think about that answer, okay? Oh, here's one for you. Maybe because it's the only way that you're going to create something of your life. Maybe because everything I've been doing up until this point has been preparing you for the fact that you will go to university and then eventually get a new job. Maybe because I'm sick of you talking to people that you haven't even met before on the internet. How many more do you want me to list for you? There's no point in arguing about why you should or should not go to school. As much as you hate it, as much as you detest the idea of even being there, you're going to get out of that room right now and head there straight away. No, I'm not doing that, actually. I'd rather be walking over a hot scorching coals than actually walk myself to that school. What the hell did you just say? Do you hate the idea of going to school that much? Well, let me tell you now, you don't have a choice in the matter. Your principal called me this morning. He told me that if this starts to get out of hand any longer, there's a high chance that you're not going to graduate. Is that what you want to happen, Alex? Do you want to be a kid for the rest of your life? Of course I don't want to be a kid. I'm already an adult in my eyes. It doesn't matter whether or not I graduate from some pathetic thing such as school. You know what? If you care about school that much, why don't you just go to it? I did go to school! I went to school and university. Two things that I'm highly doubtful you're going to be able to do if you don't get yourself in gear already. You need to go to school. You need to go to university, and you need to get a decent job. Okay, Mom, but why? Why can't I just be doing what I've always been doing? I've been able to do it up until this point, right? I should be able to do it from this point on, too. That's what makes me happy in my life. Stop trying to get in the way of it. Did you seriously just say that to me? Do you use your brain at all, Alex? You're trying to sit here and tell me that you're intelligent, but you're clearly missing a really important fact. Okay, and that important fact would be what? The fact that I'm not going to be here forever. The only reason that you've been able to do what you've done so far is because I'm the one that's supporting you. I'm the one that's been working myself to the bone, trying to provide money for this household. I've been doing it on my own with no one else to support us. Do you think I'm always going to be able to give you money? What are you going to do from that point on, Alex? What are you going to do when I pass away and you've got no one else but yourself? Even you have to admit that you're pretty much screwed at that point. What are you fretting about? Are you seriously going to ask me such a stupid question? The answer is super obvious, isn't it? It is obvious. So I'm assuming that you finally realize what you have to do. You have to learn to work and be independent. Screw that. Are you seriously telling a guy like me to do something like that? Hell no. I'm not going to degrade myself that way. All I have to do is get a girl to do everything for me. I'm sorry, what did you just say? Yeah, that's right. All I have to do is replace you, Mom. And while we're on the topic, I have to do it as soon as possible. I mean, here's the thing. You do a decent job. It's not fantastic or anything, but it's alright. I got a pretty basic average meal that doesn't taste great. The house looks uninspiring, but at least it's reasonably clean. The biggest downside to you is how much you nag at me. So considering all of those things, it'd be best for my mental health if I could get a girlfriend as soon as possible. That way I don't have to deal with you. That way I can actually have someone who thinks like a normal human being and does the things she's supposed to do. You deluded little brat! How dare you! How dare you insult me the way you do? Are you seriously going to call my efforts average? Are you really going to sit there and insult my food like that? I'd love to see you cook something better, Alex. I wouldn't be surprised if you started cooking with a pan without putting oil in it. And do you actually think this little plan of yours is going to work? You truly believe that you're going to find a girlfriend who's going to do everything for you? What a load of crap. With the type of personality you have, that's never going to happen. What the hell are you talking about, Mom? Don't look down on me like that. I know in my soul that I'm going to have one heck of a chick by my side one day. And the only reason you're saying that is because you're getting jealous. You don't want to be replaced. You don't want to be alone for the rest of your life. It only makes sense. You'd have to be one idiot of a girl to date my son in the current state that he's in. I don't think even the most desperate girl out there would be comfortable being by your side. What the hell is that supposed to mean, Mom? Do you seriously doubt me that much? I'm going to have a girl and she's going to be a looker. She's going to earn a lot of money and she's going to love me to bits. I mean, it's me after all. I'm better than everyone else out there. Do you really think I'm going to settle for anything less than that? As if. I'm not going to degrade myself in that way. Your efforts are better put towards thinking about your future and how you're going to get to university. You have to stop fantasizing about things that aren't going to happen, Alex. I really want you to get to school and focus on your studies. Oh, whatever, Mom. Look at you go on about university and studies again. You know, that's what all the losers do. Do you really want me to be one of those guys working for a company, slaving under another person? Is that really the type of person you want me to be? And here I thought you actually cared about me. You kept saying that you were caring about my future or whatnot, but if that's not clear evidence that you don't give a damn, then I don't know what is. I can't believe all the things that I'm hearing right now. I'm really at a loss of what I can do with you. Clearly, I need to discipline you more, but I have too much work. Too many things on my plate at the moment. But you know what, Alex? I've told you what you need to do. I've told you that you need to get into university. And that's all I can do at the end of the day. I can't actually force you to do things. Yeah, and you know what? That's the exact type of mentality that I want you to have, Mom. You can't force me to do anything, especially things that aren't contributing to a decent future for me. I've got my head on straight. I know what I'm doing. I know what I have to do. All you gotta do is just stay out of the way. All you gotta do is stop pushing the stupid notion of university on me. Go tell that to the other losers in this society. Hey, Dad. How are you? I know you and I have never seen eye to eye. We've always been arguing about a billion different types of things as I was growing up. It's sad for a father and son to have this type of relationship, but I really appreciate the fact that you and I went on the trip the other day. I think you showed a lot of maturity. Who the hell do you think you are talking to me in that way, Benny? You really are a disrespectful little brat, aren't you? I'm sorry. What did you say? In what way is what I said disrespectful? You know it was disrespectful. Look at the way you phrase things. It's almost as if you're looking down on me. Like you're the one giving me praise. You're saying that I have a lot of maturity. What a laugh. Think about my age. I'm almost 60 years old. You don't think you have maturity when you reach my age? You don't think you're a level-headed person when you've experienced this much in life? Don't insult me like that ever again, kid. There's a reason why you and I don't see eye to eye. Well, looks like it started again. You and I are fighting over nothing, as usual. I guess whatever's going on between us is always going to be like this. It's never going to end. Until you become the person that you were meant to be, we're always going to be fighting. Don't think you can relax for a minute. Yeah, whatever, Dad. I get it. There's a reason why you and I never messaged each other. I only ever message you when it's absolutely important, right? Grandma brought something to my attention and it's got me really concerned. It's really bizarre. I'm wondering if you have any knowledge of what's going on. Just out with it, kid. Don't waste my time. I'm a busy guy. Oh, you're a busy guy? At your age, doing nothing? Actually, you know what? Forget I said that. I should know by now. There are certain things that are just going to lead to more arguments. Anyway, the thing I want to talk to you about is the photo album. What about it? Do you have an issue with it or something? Well, yeah, partially. Actually, you know what? Why am I trying to downplay this? I have a big issue with it. You know that photo album was meant to celebrate Grandma's birthday, right? She's super old now. It's amazing that she's been able to live this long. I mean, think about the life she's had. It's been nothing but turmoil for her. Despite that, she's actually managed to live to the age that she's at. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? It was a really good time to celebrate her birthday. I was totally happy to pay for most of the trip's expenses as well. You could have done a better job in that department, if I'm being honest. Well, no one can be perfect, can they? But looking at the album that we created, we have so many photos in there. So many memories. There are things that I'm always going to cherish, but there's one little problem. In fact, it's a big problem. It almost looks as if someone is trying to exclude me from all of the albums. Exclude you? Well, yeah, you've looked at it yourself, right? I don't know how they did it, but they were very meticulous with their work. They went out of their way to cut all of my photos out. Any photo with me in it has a blank space where my face should be. I'm quite insulted by this, to be honest, and I'm wondering who did it. You're wondering who did it, huh? You really like playing coy, don't you? You know exactly who did it. You're not wrong about that, Dad. I know it was you, so why? Why would you do something like this? I know you and I are on bad terms, but this is pretty malicious, wouldn't you agree? You didn't have to go out of your way to do something like this, especially after I paid for everything. Don't talk to me about paying for everything and trying to make yourself look good. You and I both know that whatever money you got to pay for that trip wasn't earned earnestly. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Well, what I'm trying to say is that you're a degenerate. You're the scum of society. That amount of money isn't earned through earnest means in your skill set. You probably did some sort of dark black business that no one knows about. Or maybe you got a loan from somewhere. I don't know. The point of the matter is that whatever money we used on that trip was money that was tainted. What the hell are you talking about, Dad? Do you really think I'm the type of person that would do something like that? I know you are. You can put up this little fake act as much as you want, but I can see you at the core. Don't forget, I'm the one that raised you. Whatever. This just sounds like another one of your delusions running wild again. But this still doesn't answer the question. Why the hell did you cut my face out? I demand a reason. Like I said before, that trip was probably one of the most memorable experiences of my whole life. I mean, think about it. It's one of the few times where I get to spend close bonding time with my whole family. You, Grandma, Amy, everyone. I was looking forward to having those photos so that I could look back on them one day, and you've actually gone ahead and cut my face out. I demand to know the reason for this. Come on, do you really need me to sit here and give you the reason? I've been drilling it into your head your whole life, right? You should know why I would do something like this. You're right. I should know the valid and understandable reason for why you would do this. So are you going to give me one, or are you going to give me some bullcrap like you always do? What do you mean like I always do? How dare you say something like that? The fact of the matter is, you're not up to par. You don't deserve to be in this family. Oh boy, here we go again. So it all comes back to this, doesn't it? It does. And I know you're going to sit there and get all sulky about the fact that I'm lecturing you again. But it's clear that I haven't done it to you enough because it's not getting into your head. This family is a family of hard workers. Look at that grandma that you cherish so much and adore. You know that she was a single mother, right? You know that she was trying to raise me on her own. It was nothing but grit and perseverance with her. Then take a look at me. I realized the pain and struggles of your grandma. I didn't want her to go through that, so what did I do? Well, I hit the books. I was into them 24/7. I basically slept on my books. In fact, I had a bed that was made of books to sleep on. A bit of an over-exaggeration, but okay, whatever. No, it's true. My whole life was about books and doing whatever I could to get into university. And then I got that nice job that pays a lot of money. And then there's your sister, Amy. Now, she's done quite well. Just like me, she excelled at university, secured a decent job, and now her partner is also very successful. She's making nothing but good decisions in her life. So can you see the theme we have in our family here? Can you see what type of people we are? Yeah, Dad, I'm getting the picture loud and clear. You don't have to explain it to me again for the billionth time. Well, hopefully this is going to be the last time. Take a look at yourself, son. What are you? You're a high school dropout. You didn't even graduate. You didn't go to university. You didn't get a good job. You're actually a stain on this family. And you know what? Me being the head of this family, I'm going to do what it takes to get rid of stains. Which is why I went to that photo album and cut your face out of every single photo. Whatever weird prejudice you have towards me, Dad, is one thing. But to cut my face out of the photos is another. I'm pretty sure myself and everyone else included are pretty ashamed that you would do something like that. And you know what? I've already explained what I'm doing with my life. I already explained why I dropped out of high school. Because of that, I don't think I deserve the discrimination you're giving me. I've already heard your petty little excuses, and I'm tired of it if I'm being honest. Anyway, you know what? While we're on the topic of this, let me just say one more thing. Your sister and that man are going to get married in the near future, right? They're going to have a wonderful wedding. It's going to be the next step that brings our family further. It sure is. I love my sister, and I love the guy she's with. It's going to be a good time. It will be. And I don't want you there stinking up the event. What did you just say? Yeah, the likes of you don't deserve to be there. Why don't you go find something else to do with your time? Maybe go back to high school or something. Actually graduate like the rest of us, you uneducated mutt. Yeah, right, whatever, Dad. I find it amazing that you've actually been to university yourself and got a job. You're an absolute menace to be around.
Hey, big bro! I'm sorry it's taken me so long to message you. You know what I've got on my plate at the moment, right? You know how busy I am. I know you've still got that money at the back of your mind. I mean, you paid for everything on that little trip we had recently. We were really extravagant with that one. A lot more than I was expecting. Especially Dad. He really let himself go, didn't he? He was buying up all the expensive wines and everything. He even used the money to get himself a special room just for himself. He's always been one to treat himself like a king, hasn't he? Anyway, I just want to let you know that I have every intention of returning that money. Don't think I'm trying to avoid you or anything. I'm just really busy and, in all honesty, not really financially secure. So, yeah, I promise from the bottom of my heart that I'm definitely going to give that money back to you. Please don't worry about it.
Hey, Amy. Not to worry. I wasn't really stingy about the money in the first place. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it wasn't so much that I was actually concerned about it.
Oh, really now? Wow. Well, that's my big brother for you. We all know about your endeavors and what you've been up to. I guess you're earning the big bucks after all, huh? I couldn't imagine having that mentality with the amount of money I have. Even with my future husband's income combined. It would still be a bit of a worry for me to do something like that. You've been able to have an enjoyable experience like that without even breaking a sweat about your bank balance. That's pretty admirable, bro. I wish I could reach a point like that.
Yeah, well, you know what, Amy? You're a really good girl and you've got your head on straight. You make all the right decisions and your partner is pretty sensible as well. I have every confidence that if you guys actually put your mind to it, you could definitely do what I've done. Probably even better considering there's two of you.
You're not wrong about that. We are quite the duo, aren't we? You don't really have many couples that are this strong together, huh? But you know what? How about you and I have a dinner as a sign of good faith? Just a minor thank you for the fact that we had a really enjoyable time on that trip.
Come on. I mean, there's no need to do that. I know that you're grateful already. Besides, if I really wanted a fancy, exquisite dinner, I'd probably get it myself. I've got the money for it, and I've already done the research too.
Okay, bro, but I'm not talking about that, obviously. I know you always go to the high-end restaurants and eat this fancy food all the time, but I want to take you somewhere with a little bit of soul. I bet you never go to that type of place, huh? That's just too below your level. But I'll tell you right now, you're going to find a lot of enjoyment when you find a decent restaurant. I can guarantee you that much.
Okay, well, if it's coming from the heart, then why not? Let's go get some dinner at some point.
Hell yeah! That's the response I was looking for. Anyway, I'll get in contact with you in the near future, and we'll organize a time to go eat out together, okay? And you know what? How about for once in your life you actually bring a girl with you, huh?
You have a point there. It's been a while. Well, we'll see what happens.
What did I say, bro? I told you we were going to enjoy that meal, right? I know you like to hide it behind that little cold, stony face of yours, but you actually enjoyed the food there. I can feel it. I can feel you trying to hide it. It's not so bad eating like the rest of society, is it?
Well, you got a point there. It's the type of experience I don't really have that often. That combination of flavors at the type of places I usually eat at. Speaking from the heart, Amy, you really taught me something new. Thank you for actually taking me out here. It's worth more than a lot of the empty experiences I have at high-end restaurants.
I thought you would say something like that. It's all about the soul of a place. My fiancé and I like to go out and eat at different places. We like to explore. We typically know the best places to eat at. It's somewhat of a humble brag. But anyway, that was really fun, wasn't it? I wasn't expecting us to drink that much. It was just meant to be a casual dinner, but you and my fiancé had a blast, didn't you? And I was enjoying myself too. It's really cool to do this type of thing once in a while. I only wish that you had brought a girl with you.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, but, there's no one that I'm really that close with that I want to bring to an event like this. And besides, think about what would have happened if I brought a stranger. I don't think we'd have had nearly as much fun as we did today. It was really good to just be comfortable with ourselves.
You probably have a point about that. I've never really thought of it in that way. That being said, you really gotta settle down at some point, bro. Anyway, enough about all that. Having fun and enjoying ourselves is one thing, but talking about serious stuff is also important. I want to know what's on your mind lately.
You want to know what's on my mind? Where is this coming from all of a sudden?
I know, it's out of the blue. But you and I both know something big happened recently, right? I took a look at that photo album. It's pretty disgusting what Dad did.
So you know it was Dad too, huh? I guess that type of thing isn't hard to narrow down.
Who else could it be? Who's the only one that's hated you to that extent? I can just see him there right now with his little scissors snipping away at your photos. He was really passionate about that too. Did you see how accurately he cut your face out? Must have took him a lot of time. Honestly, I don't know how you've put up with Dad your whole life.
I don't know how I've done it either. There's something about that guy, right? He's always got this weird superiority complex. I think he feels weird about having to bully a girl like you. He feels like he's less of a man or something, but me, on the other hand, is up for grabs. He'll bully me as much as he pleases.
You must hate it.
It's gotten quite annoying over the years, but then again, I've gotten used to it. There's no changing a guy like that. He's already old as hell.
I really don't get that guy. Can't understand why he can't see all the great things you're doing. I mean, yes, if you look at you on face value, you have dropped out of high school. If that's all you look at, maybe people would have a bad impression of you. But you've actually done so many things since then. Look at all the different businesses and corporations you've started. And not only that, but the people you've helped as a consultant. It's so amazing to see, bro. You've got no idea how proud I am as your little sister.
I know. But you're not doing so bad yourself, Amy. Don't put me on a pedestal. You're not far away from me.
Come on, stop being humble about it. You and I both know the level you're at. But look, you've always got a strong soul, bro. But I'm really worried about the things that Dad does. I mean, this is just totally out of order. Cutting your photos in the album like that is just so malicious. It's not like he's any better than you.
Yeah, well, look at the facts. On paper, he's the one that went to university, right? He went off and got a really good job. I'm nothing like that. I did my own thing. I didn't go to university and I didn't work as an employee in some corporation. When you look at things in that regard, Dad is better than me.
Are you kidding me right now? You actually believe that? Do you believe the fact that Dad went to university and got an education and whatnot? Have you seen how dumb that guy is? There's no way he'd fit in that type of environment.
Well, you know, I've always thought about that myself. But I guess it was just one of those enigmas that existed out there. I just accepted it as facts and moved on.
Oh my god, bro. You need to know the truth about our dad. You're gonna be bewildered by what you find out.
Why? Is it that bad?
Oh, it's bad, all right. You have to talk to Grandma about this. I know she's at the age she is now, but her memory is still intact. She remembers a lot more than people would think.
Is that so?
Yeah, you should have that conversation with her before her mental faculties start to degrade any further. But anyway, I want you to let me know when you get those invitations, okay? This is really important.
I know. I'm gonna be at the wedding. Don't worry about that. I mean, Dad's telling me that I shouldn't go there, but screw him. I'm gonna do what I feel is right.
Yeah, well, you don't need to worry about that. My fiancé and I have already arranged something.
You've arranged something?
Yeah. So the unfortunate reality is that we're kind of sick of Dad, too. I know he puts you down all the time and treats you like you're nothing, but it's not so much different from how he treats other people. He always looks at himself as the top. He always thinks that he's superior, even though everything that he's done until this point has been objectively scummy. He thinks he's some sort of god or something. Because of that, my fiancé and I get really tired of having him in our presence. We're gonna do a little formal meeting with him before the wedding and have that count as his attendance. But there's no way in hell we're gonna have him there on the wedding day, and especially not at the party afterward.
Are you sure about that, Amy? I know Dad's pretty horrible, but that's pretty extreme, don't you think? Do you really want to exclude him to that extent?
We have to. Dad needs to know from the onset where we stand in terms of this marriage.
Well, I have to say, Amy, I'm pretty surprised by this, to be honest. I mean, Dad and I are on bad terms, so it makes sense for me to not want anything to do with him. But I find it amazing that you have gotten sick of his ludicrous nature, too.
Trust me, after you find out about Dad and everything he's done, you'll understand why I made this decision.
I guess. Well, it looks like I have to have a chat with Grandma, then. I wonder what she has to tell me. Hey, sis. Congratulations on your wedding. I just wanted to say that you and your fiancé looked amazing up there. Especially you. Somehow you look 10 years younger and 10 years older at the same time. I mean, you're absolutely beautiful up there, but you also look mature, like a woman. I was really proud to see you finally go off with a good man. I wish you the best for the years to come.
Thanks, bro. That means a lot, you know? I still have butterflies in my stomach with everything that's going on. I really wish you could come to the party tonight. It would make it that much better. But I understand you're a very busy person. You managed to talk to Grandma, right? She told you everything?
Oh yeah, she told me a lot. Our dad is one character, huh? I couldn't believe that's the type of guy he was. It kind of makes sense that you didn't want him to be here today.
Yeah. I'm so glad that everything went off without a hitch. For a moment there, I thought someone was going to actually spill the beans and let him know what was going on. But it seems like he's unaware.
So you actually had that little dinner with him, right?
I did, and he was a little bit suspicious of me. But you know how gullible our dad is, right? I gave him some nonsense about us only wanting to celebrate the marriage with people that are close to me, and the closest person to me is my dad. At least that's what I told him. And he ate it up like party pies at a birthday.
That's Dad for you. I can see him sitting there with his smug little expression, thinking about how amazing and great he is. Anyway, I'm not going to bother you all night. I know you want to get back to that party. I've got some things to do. Congratulations, sis. I've got to follow in your footsteps at some point. I bet you must feel really dumb, huh? It must truly suck to be in your position, kid. You listened to everything that I had to say, but your stubborn nature would stop you from doing the right thing. I know what would have happened today. You would have gone to that wedding venue all dressed up nicely, or at least as nicely as you can manage. I know you would have shown up at that venue thinking you'd be able to see your sister there with her husband, thinking you'd be able to see everyone's family and friends. You were expecting to be able to join in the celebration. But it didn't turn out that way for you today, did it? You ended up walking into an empty venue. I just know it. I know that's the crappy day you had. Really now, Dad? Why would you say something like that? Are you psychic or something? Were you able to live my day through my own eyes? I just know that's what would have happened considering how everything is going lately. That's the way it would have been. You don't even know what's going on with your sister. You're so clueless. Well then, how about you enlighten me? What happened with my sister? Well, here's the thing. She decided to cancel the wedding. She didn't want to have the wedding today. She realized that there was a lot of crap and unnecessary people in her life, particularly those who don't even have an education, the people that aren't even going anywhere. I understand exactly where my daughter is coming from. I mean, she's only making a good decision. I wish I had made that type of decision earlier on in my life. Think about how far I could have taken our family. Her and I met in secret yesterday with her fiancé. We had the official wedding. She told me that on that day, she and her husband were officially married together and that was the celebration. The only celebration she wanted to have was with me, the only person she respects in this world. And you know what? I shouldn't even be surprised about something like this. The fact of the matter is that I am the person I am. A person as successful and charming as I am means that this type of thing is taken for granted. Even you would be doing the same thing despite all your hatred and jealousy towards me and the rest of this family. I know you would kill for the chance for us to meet in private with your wife one day. But you know what? It's not going to happen, kid. You're too much of a disgrace for me. You're too much of an uneducated fool. I'm not going to hang around with such poisonous individuals. From this point on in my life, you people have already done me enough harm. Oh, please. Look at you go on and on. How about you just shut your damn mouth already, Dad? For once in your life, will you stop trying to lie to yourself and other people as well? What's with this crazy delusion you have of being this educated person that's in the higher echelons of society? You're a bum. You've been a bum from day one. Why would you try and sit there and pretend that you're anything otherwise? What the hell did you just say to me? How dare you call me something like that? You don't know the type of life I've had. You don't have the right to call me a bum. I have the right to call you anything that I want. You're the lowest of the low. I can call you every name in the book and still be justified in calling you that. You're a degenerate, manipulative, and abusive. It amazes me that you've gotten this far in life and actually tried to brainwash your own children. What the hell are you talking about right now? Explain yourself. Where is this insolent attitude coming from? You're starting to annoy me a lot more than you used to. I really have to explain myself, don't I? It's quite clear that you're not going to let up on this little act of yours. You're not going to just fess up and tell the truth about who you really are. The fact of the matter is that you don't view anyone in this world as decent unless it's yourself. Anyone else is someone that you've looked down on. Where the hell do you get the nerve to say something like that to me? I've talked to your mother, Alex. She's told me all about the way you treated her as you were growing up. What the hell did you just call me? Don't you dare call me by my name. You either call me Dad or the Omega. Get out of here. Keep your own fantasy world to yourself. No one will ever call you that. Grandma told me how much you toiled and suffered just so she could create a decent future for you. She said despite her circumstance, she wanted the best for you. She wanted you to get off your butt and actually get out there in the world and do something. She was trying so hard to make something of you. Yet you weren't appreciating it one bit. Instead, you were just some lazy kid that was playing games all day at home. Don't talk as if you know me. You don't know my life. That's not how it was like at all. Just shut up. Don't talk about yourself like you've been through this tough ordeal. You've had it quite easy. You had Grandma supporting you until you were almost 30. You didn't get a girlfriend that whole time. Didn't? Let's change that to couldn't. She was working to the bone just to support you and your stupid World of Warcraft game. She was almost reaching her limit and was this close to actually kicking you out when you finally managed to find yourself a partner. Unfortunately, this partner was already up there in years. She was quite wealthy. She worked her whole life trying to accumulate money, but physically, her body couldn't bear children. The first pregnancy was okay. She barely made it through. The second one actually killed her. It was meant to be a really emotional time. Except maybe it wasn't. Maybe you were actually joyous for the occasion. Don't you dare speak about her like that. You don't know the relationship between your mother and me. I know you got a pretty good deal out of it. Think about it. Her whole fortune went to you, didn't it? You got every little penny from her. The thing about her wealth is that it was increasing exponentially. It never ran out. You created this fake persona for yourself. You said you were this educated individual who had a really good job and worked hard. You already toiled enough in your life, apparently, so you retired early. And you've been using that as a weapon against me. You've been trying to say that I should be exactly like you were. And it's all for such a pathetic reason. It's all for the simple fact that you just wanted to bully someone. Who the hell do you think you are, kid? Don't try to sit there like you know me. You don't understand me one bit. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? You spent your whole life bullying Grandma. I don't know how she had the mental fortitude to put up with it all. The moment you got your partner, she moved away from you and has never considered moving back in. Quite a smart decision, if you ask me. Next was my mother. It's debatable whether or not she actually died from the pregnancy. Maybe she was just sick of the treatment you were giving her. Regardless, she was out of the picture and you lost another person to bully. When those two are out of the picture, who else do you have? Well, it's me, of course. I'm the only person that's left. Don't sit there and try to make out that I'm bullying you because I'm evil or something. I was trying to lecture you, kid. I was trying to make you do the right thing. It wasn't as if I was doing the wrong thing. Whatever I did was certainly better than playing World of Warcraft my whole life. Now look at me. Look at how successful I am. All because I chose to follow my heart and not listen to the crap that you would tell me. What do you mean successful? You haven't done anything that makes you successful. You're so blind to everything that I've done up until this point, aren't you? In fact, maybe you're just intentionally making yourself blind so that you can continually bully me. That's pretty pathetic, Dad. You really need help. If you need any evidence of how successful I am, just take a look at that trip we went on. Yeah, right. That trip was a temporary thing. It's not as if you can do that all the time. I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. Just do a little bit of research and you'll realize just how successful I am. But anyway, the fact of the matter is that the wedding's already finished. We did have it today and you weren't invited. What did you just say? Yeah, Dad. Amy's had enough of you as well. When she found out the truth about your personality, she couldn't bear to have someone like you around. It's actually despicable, the type of treatment you've given me over the years despite being such a hypocrite. She's lost all respect for you and she doesn't want you in her life anymore. She can't do that. I'm her father. I'm going to be the one raising her children. I need to be involved in their life. Yeah, right. As if she's going to let some lying scumbag actually interact with her children. She'd have to be a really bad mom to do something like that. Goodbye, Alex. Good luck with your life from this point on. You've got a lot of nerve, don't you, kid? I told you before not to call me by my name, didn't I? You show me the proper respect that I deserve. You hear me? Don't you dare ignore me right now. You better send me a message apologizing for what you just said. Hey! Hey, where are you? Alex grew incredibly bitter with the world from that point on. Everyone in his family disowned him. They wanted nothing to do with him anymore. Given the type of guy he is, he didn't particularly have any friends either. Because of that, the darkness within him just grew larger and larger. He started to hate everything around him. The smallest thing would annoy the crap out of him. To this day, he's still barraging everyone's phones with messages, calling us ungrateful, saying that he's the head of the family and that we should all be serving him. I almost find it amazing that this person can be so stubborn and stuck in his ways that he won't even accept the fact that he was wrong. If he just owned up to the type of person he is and admitted that he was a liar, there's a chance that he might actually be with us again. Clearly, he's got too much pride to do something as simple as that. What a pathetic man. On the other hand, Amy and her husband are doing really well now. They've decided to open up their own business with their accumulated income, and from what I hear, it's growing very well. They also have a couple of children who are enjoying the privilege of having a very wealthy lifestyle. As for me, my businesses are going very well too. I'm not the type of person that engages in dating a lot. It's not really my thing. But I do have a lot of fun doing it. The story about my father is always an interesting tale to tell once I get to know the person a little bit more. Everyone is always amazed at the fact that someone like this exists out there in the world. There are sensitive people out there, and then there's my father. He definitely takes the cake. Let's just hope that one day when I have a kid, I don't do something similar to them and lie to them. But who am I kidding? What's there to lie about? I'm 100% proud of my situation and what I've achieved so far. I'll teach them that everything I do is from a place of truth. My child is never going to grow up one day and actually look at his father and lose all respect for him. He's never going to feel like me and his aunt.